When was the last time you sat down to think about your financial future? Have you ever wondered if you will have enough money when you retire? How will you pay for your children's education? And what if you get sick and can't work? Where will your income come from in the next 10, 20, or 30 years? Consider this. The average person spends about 1/3 of his or her life working, so it's not surprising that many people are dissatisfied with their jobs. In addition, the average length of a job is 4.5 years, which means that most people will have several jobs in their lifetime. And if that wasn't enough, in recent years there has been a growing trend towards the automation of jobs. This means that companies need fewer and fewer people to do the same amount of work. Many jobs that used to pay well no longer do, due to technological advances and other changes in the economy. Even if you do manage to find a high-paying job, there is no guarantee that it will last, as the constant downsizing of companies means that no job is really secure. The days of working 9 to 5 for 40 years and getting a pension are disappearing. What we want to convey is that it is important, more than ever, that you take your finances seriously. It's time to face facts. You can't keep living paycheck to paycheck and expect things to magically get better. If you want to move forward financially, you must take responsibility for your money and start making smart decisions about it. You may not think finances are your thing, but it's important to remember that financial literacy isn't reserved for just a few. Anyone can learn it. Just like learning to read or write, financial literacy is a skill that everyone can acquire and, like any other skill, the more you practice it, the better you will become at it. So what does financial education entail? For many of us, the first thing that comes to mind is money, and we're not entirely wrong, but it goes beyond that. Financial literacy refers to the ability to understand and manage money effectively. People with a high level of financial literacy know how to manage their finances to achieve their short and long-term goals. In addition, they understand concepts such as risk management, investments, taxes, and other factors that influence their financial well-being. Whether you are just starting out on your own or want to secure a more stable future, improving your financial literacy is an excellent idea. It's important to note that financial literacy isn't just about the numbers, it's also about developing positive financial habits that will benefit you throughout your life. With this in mind, here are some tips to improve your financial literacy and reach your personal financial goals as soon as possible. Tip 1. Know your net worth. The first step to improving your financial literacy is to calculate your net worth, which is determined by adding your total assets and subtracting your total liabilities. Assets include your savings accounts, stocks, and other investments, while liabilities are your debts, such as student loans or credit card balances. Why is it important to calculate your net worth? First, it will help you determine how much money you need to save to reach your financial goals. In addition, knowing your net worth is an important indicator of your financial health. If your net worth is low, there are ways to increase it, and if it is high, there are ways to protect it. Tip 2. Track your expenses. Once you have calculated your net worth, it is important to track your expenses. This will allow you to identify where your money is going and give you an idea of where you can cut back if necessary. It will also help you set budgets for different aspects of your life, such as housing, food, and utilities. There are several different methods for tracking expenses. For example, envelope budgeting is a traditional but effective option. You can also opt for a cash-based method, such as the 50-30-20 budget, which allocates 50% of your income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. Whichever method you choose, it's important to track all your expenses for at least a few months. This will give you a clearer picture of how your money is being used and help you set realistic budgets for the future. Tip 3. Develop a budget. Now that you have a clear picture of your expenses, it's time to set realistic budgets. As mentioned earlier, you can create budgets for different areas of spending, but it's also important to consider the option of developing a debt repayment plan. A debt repayment plan will help you make decisions about how to use your monthly income to pay off your debts as quickly as possible. This is especially relevant for people with high levels of debt, such as college students with student loans. When developing a budget, consider questions such as, how much can you afford to spend each month? How much do you want to set aside for savings? What percentage of your income should go toward debt repayment? These are just some of the questions a budget will help you answer. The advantage of budgets is that there are several ways to create them, so choose the method that best suits you and your financial situation. You can find templates online, use specialized applications, or even create your own customized format. The important thing is that you choose an approach that you are comfortable with and effective at managing your finances. Tip 4. Understand the impact of risk. As you become more knowledgeable about financial management, you're likely to encounter the concept of risk. It's something you need to be aware of when managing your money, and it's also critical to understand. But what exactly does risk mean? It refers to the probability of something happening that will affect your financial health. For example, when investing in stocks, you will be taking on more risk compared to other more conservative investments, such as bonds. While these riskier investments have the potential to generate higher returns, there's also the possibility that they could lose value or even fail to pay off. So how does this relate to your financial literacy? Well, understanding risk will help you make more informed decisions in managing your money. For example, if you decide to invest in stocks, it will be necessary to research the company and the industry it belongs to in order to assess how to manage the level of risk associated with that investment. Knowing the different types of risk, such as market risk, credit risk, or liquidity risk, will allow you to take appropriate measures to mitigate them. This may include diversifying your investments, setting an appropriate time horizon for your financial goals, and considering tools such as mutual funds that provide professional risk management. Tip 5. Educate yourself about investments. Now that you know about risk, it's time to delve into the world of investments. Investments are the resources we put into activities that generate cash flows, such as real estate and stocks. While they involve some risk, they also have the potential to be highly profitable. If you are just starting out, it is advisable to limit yourself to low-risk investments, such as bonds and stocks of local companies. Also, consider investing in yourself by putting money towards skills and experiences that will make you more valuable in the long run. This may include acquiring knowledge through courses, going to college, or developing specific skills. As for the best investments, you should opt for those that you fully understand. If you do not understand a particular investment, it is preferable not to put your money into it. Conduct thorough research, seek financial advice, and familiarize yourself with the basics of each type of investment before making any decisions. Remember that diversification is key to reduce risk in your investments. Spread your capital across different assets and sectors, which will give you greater protection against market volatility. Tip 6. Take care of your credit. Credit is an important part of financial education and managing your finances, but it can also be dangerous if not properly understood. One way to take care of your credit is to apply for a credit card and make sure you pay it off in full each month. This will help you establish a positive credit history. If your credit score is low, there are actions you can take to improve it, such as paying your debts on time, maintaining low-use credit balances, and checking your credit report regularly for errors. Remember that improving your financial literacy is an ongoing process. You can start right now by reading books on financial education, subscribing to specialized blogs, or seeking advice from a financial expert. However, it is essential to be realistic and avoid becoming overwhelmed. Instead of wanting to take on too much, choose 1 or 2 concrete financial goals, such as paying off debt or saving for retirement, and focus your energy on achieving them. Now that you have the knowledge you need to build a solid financial foundation, it's time to get started. Follow these tips and you'll be in an excellent position to reach your financial goals. Remember that perseverance and discipline are key on this road to financial prosperity. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more practical financial tips.